Welcome, friends. They don't hear us. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Anna. I just wanted to make sure if audio and video, everything is good.
Yeah, I think we are live. I think everything works. And yeah, hello, everyone. And welcome to this great exhibition where the players of Team Volodar and Team Kramnik will challenge the world champion Magnus Carlsen.
Yeah, and we start with the first game. I think is Zhu Jiner from Team Volodar. So, yeah. Anna, tell us about your students, whom all you are teaching, and when they are going to play.
Yeah, maybe let's say a few words about the Challengers Tour in general. You know, when I said my previous sentence, like that players of Team Volodar and Team Kramnik will challenge the world champion Magnus Carlsen, I just thought it sounded a bit as a fun because the players of Team Volodar and Team Kramnik, they are competing in the Challengers Tour. So it's like the players of the Challengers Tour are like challenging the world champion. It's a bit funny, but I think it's a great idea to organize such kind of exhibition for the young players. And speaking about my students, I am the coach of 3 students. So they are Carissa Yip, Christopher Yu, and Nurgul Salimova. We have the youngest team, but it's a really nice squad. I like it a lot.
Yeah. So, yeah, and so basically the format is like Magnus will play against both the team players. So it will be straight 20 games. And not just that, he will also be playing with coaches. So at the end of the session, me and Anna will also be playing. And yeah, it's going to be very exciting. We can already see Zhu Jiner is very focused.
Yeah, the players are getting ready. I think, by the way, Magnus is also streaming on his own channel. So you can also follow both of the streamers simultaneously. And yeah, the game is about to start, and Zhu Jiner is the first one. You know what comes to my mind? It must be really very late in China. I think it's 2 or 3 a.m. So
that is very true, because in India it's already 11:30. So in China it must be already quite late.
Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense that the Chinese players start first, and yeah. Zhu Jiner must have been waiting really long for this game to come, but I think she's still very excited to be able to challenge Magnus.
Totally.
Yeah, let's start it.
Yeah, but I see only E4, yes, so far.
It's enough.
Okay, good. So for Magnus also, it was he was commenting on candidates in some really long games, and then
yeah,
I saw that.
the last game has just finished. Yeah, the game between Caruana and ML.
Yes, he was not there until the end, but yeah, when this end game was going on, he was until then he was still commenting.
Yeah.
By the way, I just see move E4. Is that still right? I mean, I don't see any other move yet.
He has time, don't worry. He has time. He has a lot of time. Don't.
Yeah,
oh, finally, C5 on the board.
Yeah, we get a Sicilian.
Yeah, here we go. And now Zhu Jiner is pondering over.
Zhu Jiner, yeah, somehow she has not played a second move. It is strange. She has lost just 20 seconds.
Okay, knight f3.
Yeah, now we are getting into the game. So what's your pick? It will be Nadov, Dragons, Sveshnikov.
I think it can be anything. Well, Magnus is known to play a lot of Sveshnikov games. Yeah, he didn't have so many of neither games comparing to Sveshnikov, but I think he may choose any open. He might play knight c6, d6, e6, yeah. Even something really strange like a6. I don't know. But it seems we're going for the Nadov for the classical.
We are going for the Nadov, yeah. It's interesting. Anish is playing Sveshnikov and Magnus is playing Nadov, yeah?
Yeah, indeed. This is the game that impressed me actually the most from the opening choice because I didn't expect Sveshnikov from Anish today. Really, it was the opening that was the least expected, maybe.
Definitely. So G4 is one of the move here. Bishop E2 is also very standard. After Bishop E2, okay, there is some plan with short castle, and there are also plans with Queen D2 G4. But yeah, now we are getting into the classical format of Scheveningen.
Yeah,
by the way, this particular move, I always thought G4. There were many good games actually. Judith versus Shirov is a very good game also.
Yeah, when Judith has the opportunity to play G4, she will not miss it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, B5, now it's too late to play G4 because B4 is threatening and the pawn on E4 is gaining.
Yeah, and once you play A3 against B5, it means something has already gone wrong because now the knight will come from D7 and C5. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be knight BD7 now. Yeah. Now this is some serious trouble because black more or less got an ideal setup for Scheveningen. So if black gets A6 B5 with impunity, and then we cannot do anything much on the king side, it's already advantageous. Like it's easier from black side to play.
Rook E1 is a bit unusual because after you play F4, the rook kind of stays well on F1.
On F1, yeah. And also now knight is coming to C4, yeah. How to stop this? Actually, I already don't see how to stop it anymore.
Yeah, because even if bishop G1, it's still knight C4, knight B2 is coming.
Yeah. Yeah, and you come here and you want to take. So probably now already bishop C1 is more or less obligatory. But yeah, black's pieces are so nicely placed.
Or white's pieces are so awkwardly placed, and white has lost too many tempos, I guess. Yeah, now some of the plans maybe like bishop f8, g6, bishop d7 to improve the position of the bishop, and then maybe even e5. So that's why g6 is also useful.
Yeah. Something feels wrong here, yeah. So would you like to go for d5? I was just going to say, would you like to go for d5, e5, knight e4?
Yeah, very concrete approach.
Yeah.
Okay, bishop pair advantage.
I would probably play something like c3 to keep this stabilized at least.
Yeah, because if b3, there is bishop c5, no? This tactics.
Yeah, yeah. b3 goes bishop c5. So here at least the knight gets stabilized. And now what to do? He kind of stopped this idea.
Yeah, b3 and then bishop e3. So, but knight b6 and knight.
Once you play bishop e3, what to do with the bishop also? What to do with the knight as well? Yeah. It can also be an idea. This is interesting. He goes for the b3 pawn. Yeah, so we would probably play what, rook b1. I know, but rook b1, you know, I can take and then take on b3, and at the end queen takes c1. Yeah, that's also hanging. And look at the time difference. That's quite.
Yeah, one important thing, they are playing without increment. So
yeah, which means this is no chance. I mean, irrespective of the position, this is.
Yeah, it's like a Scrum set. You can either play badly or slowly.
Or play slowly. You cannot do both. So here, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Difficult times, only 15 seconds.
Yeah, no. And also after knight a1, this is becoming like a fork, yeah. So.
Yeah. So rook a2.
Okay, now just piece up, no? Even rook d2 wins, yeah. Everything wins now.
Yeah, good start from Magnus.
Very, very clean game.
Yeah, unfortunately not so many.
I think the main critical point was here when, as far as I know, g4 is the most critical move. And once he allowed once b5 was allowed, then it became easier for black to play.
Yeah, also in the end, maybe some rook a2, yeah, but still was like 15 seconds, there were no chances.
We have our next participants, which is Prague, Team Kramnik, and the winner of the Polgar Challenge. This game is going to be very interesting, guys. This game is going to be extremely interesting. Prague is a very good blitz player. And yeah, and he will also be playing in the Meltwater in the coming tournament.
Yeah, it's starting.
I'm not very sure. Sorry?
It's starting very soon, like in 4 or 5 days. So
yeah, it's starting in I don't know, maybe this Saturday. I'm not absolutely sure about this, but it's starting very soon. And I was talking to Pragg. Pragg said he has not played Magnus in a tournament. You know, he played in some Leeches arena and some Chess 24 arena, but not exactly in a tournament.
And do you think he prepared for this game, or what's your
so here is an interesting thought. How do you prepare against Magnus? Yeah, like someone who can play anything and everything.
Yeah, and this is the way you prepare. You play
Queen F3 cannot be a part of like you don't expect this to happen, yeah.
Yeah, and well, it's very extraordinary. I like
Wow. Wow, this is very original. This is very original.
Long cast.
I really like the approach and the attitude with which Pragg is playing. Yeah, he's playing fast. He's playing aggressive, dynamic. I don't know. Should we go E4? Should we go? Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I can play G4. I would like to play G4, but then every time I have to watch out for something like this. But okay, I have E4. Yeah, E4 is more natural.
Yeah,
you have good center. You have castle. I would take something like D5 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, because black skin is stuck in the center, so it makes sense to open the files.
Yeah.
But I am sure that after D5, black will not take on D5 as it looks too risky. But otherwise, what to play? Also the question.
Maybe.
Now we will know. Oh, 97. I think I prefer white's position, but
I also like white's position.
96 still very unclear because the position is so
unclear. Takes and maybe bishop c4.
And to sacrifice? Ah, no, we are not sacrificing because after bishop c3, 94 we have.
I don't know.
27.
Yeah, bishop c4 is natural. Once black castles, then maybe we can try to get h4, h5.
You don't care about the e4 pawn at all, yeah?
It's not my game.
Maybe even knight e2, you know, so that after bishop c3 we have knight c3.
That is actually true. That is actually true. So once knight comes to e2, then I don't have to bother about the e4 pawn anymore. Although right now you cannot take, yeah, because once you take, I have the g7 hanging.
So, and Pragg is ahead on time. 20 seconds, more than 20 seconds.
Pragg is ahead on time, yeah.
So let's see if Pragg will play knight e2 or h4 as you said.
Knight e2, solid.
Because solid. Team Kramnik wants solid chess.
Team Kramnik wants solid chess, yeah.
Queen e7 and h4. Okay.
So now why can't I play e5? Because you take here or what? I have a trick in mind. See, e5, knight g4, I have d6.
Nice tactics.
So if I start with e5, how is black playing? But now d6 wins a piece, no?
Oh, we have to ask Magnus. Why didn't he take on d5? Also question. Oh, d6
wins a piece. d6 on the board.
Okay, white is winning the piece, but the king will.
I'm looking at Magnus' face now. Looks like I'm not sure. Did he miss it?
You're looking at the face and not sure. That was great. So.
Oh, looks like he missed it. Yeah, this is straight piece pawn. If you take here, okay, take, and this is hanging with the check.
Yeah, it's quite unpleasant if you miss this during the game, but it's not.
This looked lost actually to me.
And after c takes d6, do you take on d6 or no? You go.
No, we just take on b7. Can I take? Oh, no, bishop d5 is too much. No, but just come back. Yeah, maybe put it here. Maybe put it here. So no attack on b2.
Yeah, bishop d5, then just b8. Yeah.
Bishop d5, I was also not happy. Like, why should I give back the piece? Like, white is a full piece up after all.
Yeah, I was thinking about playing rook b8 and then take on c3, but you prefer to make it immediately. Okay.
If you want to simplify, why not knight d5? Yeah, and then just queen d5.
Yeah, it's simplified, but now the material is equal.
I3 was knight e3. f3.
Okay,
Wasn't
that's
it a piece?
Rook
Oh, now it's getting about mouse skills, yeah, also.
Now black will start the attack first, I think. Well, the knight on a6 is not the most beautiful piece, but look, black's king is quite safe, while white's king is facing some problems.
If Magnus survives this, this will be amazing, yeah. Like,
and look how well Magnus started to play. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was full piece.
Full piece. Knight b3?
Knight b3.
Oh,
sorry.
That was missed, perhaps.
Now it's easier for white to play. Play queen c4, king a2, rook d5.
Oh, this I missed, to be honest.
King a2, rook d5, or even rook d7. But 8 seconds versus 14 seconds, yeah? It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I think it's quite a lot. These 5 seconds, when you play without increment,
I think Prague is definitely getting flagged here. No, we have the timings right here, yeah?
Yeah, nice try by Prague, really nice try. Oh, look how many games he
Oh, oh no.
How many moves he managed to play,
no.
to make on the last second, but unfortunately he lost in the end.
Yeah. It was completely winning. It's such a nice tactics we saw somewhere around here, yeah, when d6, it was just a full piece. Even something like this.
Will not the queen be trapped?
A queen could be trapped, yeah. Maybe. Oh no, then I could take at any point.
I can get the better version.
Well, but also I could play. Also I could play queen c7. Maybe. Oh, one of my students, Abdumalik, Kazakhstan. She is a very strong player. She's an international master, and also she is the youngest deputy mayor of her city. Yeah. So at the age of 21, she is the deputy mayor of Almaty, and very aggressive player.
I know Josiah quite well. We have played many tournaments together, and even sometimes versus each other. So yeah, very young and already quite strong. Like you may see, he's close to crossing 2500. And yeah, let's follow her game. Roy Lopez or Italian or
Italian.
Scotch or Roy Lopez. Okay.
But d3 Roy Lopez.
Yeah, very safe line.
Oh.
Both are playing quickly.
Do you play this line as white, Anna?
I have played different setups in the Roy Lopez, but usually I prefer a fifth small short castle instead of d3, but I also try d3 in some of the games.
Bishop d2 line is interesting, but also without a4 it is possible. This is the inclusion of a4 kind of stopping all sorts of knight a5 plans.
Yeah, this is the type of the position where the person who understands it better will actually win the game, unless there is some huge blunder. Because yeah, it's more strategical, it's more about the plans, about the setups, about like which pieces to trade and which to keep, which pawn structure to choose. You may already see like bishop c8 move, which may look a little bit strange, but the bishop on e6 is really better play than the bishop on d7.
I already like white's position actually.
Maybe it's easier to play for white. Yeah, not trying to use the weakness of the.
Will you play bishop c4 or take it? Take it, yeah.
And
queen b3. The pawn is. I can take this pawn, no?
I think you can get e3, but Magnus doesn't. You can, but Magnus doesn't.
Exactly. Oh, tremendous active play, because now after take e6 will be under pressure.
d5 and knight c6. I don't think it's so clear. About a5, I'm not sure either.
I'm also not sure, but we could not take here, yeah, because at the end there was rook fd1.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we should keep the pawn on d5 because when we move it, then the pawn on e6 is vulnerable.
Is it still possible to play rook fd1? Because I'm kind of hoping after something like this. Ah, I cannot do this, yeah.
E5.
Now after h3, this knight has to go to h6. It's a very sad place to be.
Yeah, but then it comes to f5 maybe. So
Knight e7. It's amazing how quickly Magnus is taking these decisions. Yeah, like the last move particularly, you exchange your knight on good knight on c6, and he's doing it like instantly.
yeah, knight h4.
Johnson has more time, significantly more time.
Maybe some rook f4, some activity.
Can I take here?
And then I don't know.
And the problem, can I go queen g5? Let's say. How do you protect here? Once you play g3, I wanted to take here, attack this guy.
Yeah, that's better idea. And queen g5 is played. So maybe queen g3.
There is queen g3. Yeah, there's queen g3.
To attack the queen. The problem is that the knight on d4 is much better played than the knight on h4, and also the pawn on e6 is already quite weak. So yeah. seems like black is losing the pawn.
Yeah, now Magnus will be much faster.
e6. Oh, yeah, king d4, king f5.
Activate the rook, at least come to d2, no chance.
But rook f7, unfortunately.
e7, yeah. No, this is also gone. 100% so far.
Yeah, good start for Magnus.
Very good start, indeed. And he ends up ahead of time as well.
Yeah, at some moment he starts playing so quickly that he's much quicker than the previous participants in the games we have seen.
Next we have Leon Mendonca. Leon is also a very promising grandmaster from India. He's young, and during the lockdown he actually made his norm, so he was staying in Europe. And yeah, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, I heard he has stayed quite long in Hungary, and he even met Judith. Yeah.
Yes, he met Judith also. Yeah.
And he played even some all-the-board tournaments. I mean, not only one tournament, but a couple of tournaments during this pandemic time, which is
definitely
not that usual for many of them.
Yeah.
So let's see how he will do.
How much do you think Magnus will score today? What's your prediction?
I had this discussion with Maria, with my sister today, and and it's a good question. Maria said that Magnus will lose only 2 points maximum, only 2 points. I was more optimistic, and I'm expecting. I'm actually expecting some of the young players scoring at least half a point, or maybe even some of them will manage to win. So let's see who is closer and closer to the truth, and whose bet was better. Yeah. What do you think?
I have honestly no idea. It's quite intimidating, actually. The way he's playing, it's pretty intimidating. By the way, I just wanted to point out to audience, like, okay, if it takes, there is e3, I guess, and then this queen is kind of the knight would be hanging. And honestly, I was trying to calculate this, but yeah, probably nothing is going on.
Yeah, queen c1, queen d1.
Yeah, queen c to d5 on the board. So after cd5, probably he wants to get some sort of bishop f5.
But it's already the third game, and something unusual on the board is happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's the fourth game. Yeah. Or...
This is the fourth game, and I think Pragg came very close to beating Magnus. Also, the final position he was winning, but yeah, there was no time left.
True. But a good try from Pragg.
Very good try by Pragg. Very good try by Pragg. I think this will also give him some confidence.
So after f3, does the knight go back to f6, or is there anything better? Or maybe
It's interesting.
or
Yeah.
queen
I was also wondering why he was thinking. So knight d2, he probably wants to take, yeah?
take, then go
Take.
back where?
b6 back again.
b6,
Maybe
but then we can
taking
take
a knight here.
take, queen d4. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Queen d8.
Rook d1. I would like to get e4 at some point. A long castle, even better.
Yeah, because look at black's development.
Yeah,
So
you want to get e4 at some point. Yeah?
So maybe the decision with queen a5 was not the best.
Yeah. What is he intending for e4? Maybe just e6 or what? No.
He's intending to develop the pieces, I guess.
Wise decision, yeah?
Good decision. Whenever you don't know what to do, just develop the pieces.
These are the decisions Magnus is taking pretty quickly. I mean, how many players do you think would open this file, so confidently? It was.
I wouldn't
you
have done that. But I'm not Magnus. And...
yeah.
So bishop this way.
Looks like this will come.
Yeah,
but just king.
Yeah, but if the pawns were kept, I think that after e4, knight b6, maybe we can go like 2 moves back. Yeah, we could play c5.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure this c takes d5 was the best.
At one point, sorry.
Like if we don't take on d5, but if you play e4,
yes, exactly.
So knight b6, we have c5.
True. But yeah, he got all his pieces properly developed. I think he's hoping for some king b1, rook h1, and ask how you're going to develop. Once black has committed bishop e6, I guess he has to go for some g6, bishop g7, yeah?
Yeah, and after g6, I think h4, we don't need rook e1.
I'm also always skeptical about such checks, yeah, with, I don't know, inclusion of ed5 or something. Magnus makes it very solid. Now he says, okay, this bishop is bad. Once you play bishop g7, both the bishops are hitting wall. My king is safe, and I want to go h4, h5, g4.
Yeah, very pleasant position for white, I would say.
Bishop takes g6 wins, no?
Yeah, I think it was winning on the spot.
Yeah.
Maybe even f5, just sacrificing an exchange.
Yeah. This position looks disaster. Rook f1 to keep it simple, maybe.
Yeah, let's see what Magnus will do.
f5 also, the one you suggested, looks very strong. Magnus keeps it. Actually, this is not that bad, actually.
Actually, now the bishop is coming to f5, and I think it's it's not that bad anymore.
Yeah, this was actually the moment. Yeah, he could take here, and one of the bishop would have been gone.
Yeah, true. I think he played f4 too quickly. But now he's trying to save his light squared bishop. So maybe if the king moves, then king a1. And he's trying to save this light squared bishop with a3, g4 later on.
Yeah. So you know what is the most important factor in this position? That is 38 seconds versus 21 seconds. That's going to decide.
No, you don't care about the position, but time is really important. Okay, many moves were played.
Yeah, many moves were played. Queen s3.
Okay, now it's just bishop e7, bishop g5.
Bishop g5 and queen takes h1. No, he'll just take. And one move b3 on this side to shut the knight, maybe. Yeah. And bishop c5. Yeah, take king b2, a4.
Yeah, now white is pawn up. Should be quite.
But it is about also pre-moving, yeah, now.
Important skill, but Magnus.
Very important skill.
How good you are in this?
I am not good at all in this.
Oh, the knight is trapped.
You know who is really good? Nihal would be very good in pre-moving.
Yeah, I think Nihal, Firuza.
Yeah, they are just amazing. Amazing.
Magnus won that game.
Next game is also going to be very interesting. So I have 4 students in this Polgar challenge tournaments. So my students are Nihal, Gukesh, Dansa, and Sara. So now Gukesh will be playing. About Gukesh, until he became, grandmaster, until he became roughly about 25-50, he never used engine. Never. Very recently, he started using engine. I know this because not only I know Gukesh, but Gukesh trainer Vishnu is also my trainer. So I know Gukesh has never worked with engine. So very special talent.
Yeah. Interesting insight. So another d4, knight f6. And now c4, c5, d5. Benko. Benko on the board.
What would he play? F3 or BS6? Probably just something simple, yeah. I think he'll go for this kind of setup: knight c3, g3, standard one.
Another.
In this case, maybe e4. No, okay, g3.
Yeah, there is some e4, queen a5, I guess. Bishop f5 is the move. Maybe not the main one. Do you know about bishop f5 and knight a6 setup?
No, I don't remember. I definitely don't remember this.
Okay, the idea is, yeah, to provoke some of the weaknesses with e4 and f3. So then the idea maybe bishop c8, knight b4, bishop a6, and try.
I'm getting here, yeah.
Yeah. The other knight goes with like knight d7, knight d5, or knight d7, knight d6.
Aiming for this square. So a3 is a nice move, yeah. Very nice prophylaxis by Gukesh. Anyway, knight b4.
But
wait, but how do you do this? Because now bishop a6, I'm simply taking.
I think Magnus missed knight b3.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, seems like he missed. But now we can try with c4. Maybe c4 this time.
Now this pawn I have to take care, yeah, somehow. Yeah, rook b1 and then try to come again like this, maybe.
Also, queen c2 is the move to stabilize.
But black's moves are so easy to play. Sorry, not that way. Yeah, knight to e5, knight to d3.
Bishop f1 as bishop d3 was threatening. Maybe it was even possible that before rook fb8. And now the big question: if let's say if the king moves, there is bishop c3.
Would you take or not? Would you take?
Maybe I would take. Yeah. Maybe I would take if king g2 is played.
But also, what else to play? Queen e2, is that possible? It is possible still. Yeah.
It's legal.
It's legal.
But still, bishop c3.
Bishop c3. Okay, I have to take, and then you take here. Yeah. Oh, I can also include queen takes a6, but I don't know if I'm gaining anything, because end of the day you can take. Your rook is kind of protected.
Yeah, both of the rooks are protected.
Both rooks are protected. Once again, Magnus is ahead of time.
Yes. Actually, I would prefer this position. I mean, I would prefer to play this position with black color. I think it's easier because it's black who is kind of attacking, and it's white who has to think how to protect all the pawns.
Sure.
So now it's a big problem with the pawn.
And again, this square. Maybe to bring this knight later.
Yeah, the knight on c7 is but it will be.
Knight g4. Can I do this? No, then you have check on c.
Knight c4 was not possible because of knight x4. Okay. Queen c3.
Oops, sorry. Yeah, with this pieces, white is kind of completely tied down.
Yeah, sad position for white. Too much.
That's a very sad move, yeah, if you have to play king h3.
Well, it's kind of a try to unpin yourself, but not the pleasant move to make.
Rook takes d2 wins on. No, rook takes d2 I cannot play. Sorry, that's a blunder. Maybe f5?
Queen c2. What's the idea? Just to push c4?
c4, c3. I'll take here. Doesn't look good. This is gone. This doesn't look good at all. Just takes on e3 and takes on d2. Magnus doesn't want to allow any counter. And also he's well ahead on time.
Magnus is just gobbling everything, just pawn by pawn.
4-0.
Or 5-0.
This is going to be 5-0. Gukesh resigned already.
Oh yeah, and Lei Tingjie will be the next one.
So Indians are the Chinese and basically Asians are playing at to start with. That makes a lot of sense. So then, as you said, yeah, it's late night.
Yes.
So it makes a lot of sense that Asian starts playing first.
It's the middle of the night, so
yeah,
good. They are starting first, and
Lei Tingjie, you must be knowing her better than me. What do you think about her? Like her strength?
I think she's an interesting player. She already crossed 2500, so she's one of the best in the world among women. She's really good when it comes to some complications on the board, like some tactics. She can spot really very quickly. She's the player who can start with both d4 and e4 on the first move. So that means she's also quite seriously prepared in the openings.
Right.
And here she opted for some safer line, which makes sense when you're playing with a much stronger opponent. Let's see how she will do. Bishop d2, it was attempted.
Yeah, this bishop
Right.
with kind of two tempests, but in return, white got knight on b3, bishop on d2, and neither of them are optimal. So that kind of justifies playing bishop b4, bishop c5, and bishop e7.
Yeah, typical idea. Knight b5.
Trying to fight for this square. Do I put it immediately? I can wait one more move. Because e5 is bishop takes e5.
Yeah, I was about to ask about d6.
And now a6, yeah?
Maybe then just knight d4.
White has a very good position.
I think it's the best position. The best position we have seen. Okay,
by the way,
this one was promising, but this one...
by the way, I don't see in the stream, I don't see any video right now. I'm seeing the game. I don't know if they can hear us.
You're...
Now it's okay. We are back. We are back again.
Back.
We are back again.
So we have seen, the trade of the knights and
e4. I'm not very sure about this move e4 and f3 playing voluntarily, but yeah, okay, why not? Grabbing center.
Yeah, maybe then bishop e3, knight d4, just to improve the position of the pieces.
Yeah, and also for the first time, I'm seeing so much time advantage. It's like more than 30 seconds actually.
Yeah, so far so good.
Also,
but now b5.
Oh, sorry, what? No, b5 you want, yeah?
I didn't want to allow b5.
That's actually very true. What is to be done? I was thinking about knight a5.
I was thinking about c takes b5 and knight d4. You can see
c6,
how many of different ideas you have.
This is nice, yeah? c6, because rook c6 had a fork. For rook c6, just knight a5 was possible. Although I don't know rook takes c1. So but Magnus played queen a8 instantly.
Maybe it was just intimidation.
e5, d4. This is definitely better for white, if not winning. I mean, I just take bishop takes d4, for instance.
Okay, d5. d4 was played in order to play knight d5 on the next move. So Magnus is trying to find some counterplay, but his position is definitely
bishop b4, knight b7. You're not even getting the c6 pawn.
Rook c7 and
bishop b6. This looks winning to me. It could be a first win if Lei Tingjie, kind of. This looks winning.
Beautiful.
This looks winning.
Isn't it beautiful?
And also, she is up on time.
Okay, bishop g5.
Can
Maybe
I go f4 or should I take it? Maybe f4, yeah? f4, yeah, why not f4?
f4 played and rook c6. Oh, this is a nice tactics.
And queen f3. No, queen f3 is queen c2. Maybe just move the king. Queen c5, professional.
Rook c1 and queen
Rook
c8.
c1 and queen c8, yeah? Once the queens are gone, oh,
That is that was really unpleasant and
wow,
oh, it's just
this is gone.
oh no.
Well, that was brutal. Guys,
No, what a trick by Magnus.
what a trick, yeah? Well, we don't have engine with us,
But couldn't
but he could also have taken here, maybe, yeah?
Yeah, he could have taken immediately, I think, but he didn't see it. And after queen 8, he spotted it. Yeah.
Mate. Oh my goodness, such a sneaky guy.
No.
This was so much winning. Brilliant. Hats off to Magnus. Yeah, I mean, fighting this position, particularly from here, which is like dead lost. I mean, I have absolutely no doubt that White is, even if White takes here, for instance, I don't see, take, still White should be winning, no? Like with so much of domination, put the queen on c5.
Yeah, sometimes but should be winning.
Sorry?
Maybe some technical difficulties, especially in blitz, but must be winning, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, knight f4 was brilliant. Yeah, take and this is mate. After king g4, queen e4, yeah, now it's impossible to save.
Yeah, so sad.
Next one, we have Nihal. This is also going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I think you know Nihal pretty well, yeah?
Yeah, Nihal also, I know him pretty well in general, and also here I am his trainer, so we are also having some classes together. He is brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant, and
who is older, Nihal or Pragg?
Come again?
Who is older, Nihal or Pragg, or they are of the same age?
Oh, actually, this is something that I am not aware of. This I am not aware of. Actually, I have to Google. They all look like so young. I know Gukesh is younger than both of them,
yeah,
but I don't know. Probably Pragg is older, but I cannot be completely sure.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be proper Rai Lopez, or Magnus already played one Rai Lopez, so maybe some Italian.
No, he sticks to his openings.
Yeah. So knight f6 d3. Yeah.
The same.
Nihal is apparently not visible, but he's supposed to turn on his zoom.
Okay, but I think we can't tell this. We can't tell him this during the game.
True. I'll message Srinath.
The line was c4. You are trying to reach him, yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying to reach him because his camera is not on, and I was told that get in touch with Nihal. I messaged him. I also messaged his trainer Srinath. So let's see.
Okay, he has no camera, but he has a nice position. I like this knight d7 idea when the knight is coming to c5, or maybe some f5 ideas. Also possible. Yeah. What would you think about, I mean, in case Black didn't play knight d4, but in case played knight c5 and this triple pawns, yeah? After
this triple pawns, yeah? Yeah, no. Hey, we got something very interesting. Check this. I think Nihal, no, this pawn will be gone anyways, yeah? So the position still remain dynamic.
Okay, rook c8, d4, c5, rook b2.
Yeah, d4, c5, d4, c5, why not?
So it's quite unclear.
Yeah. No.
Queen d3, maybe? No. Okay, it's good for Black. This is definitely good for Black. Pawn up.
Yeah, pawn up and very decent position.
Queen c8, maybe. Or to try with d5, but this is more risky.
Right now d5, yeah?
Yeah, I'm thinking about d5 or queen c8 or
Yeah, why not?
But I would prefer to keep the rook on c4, so I would be...
Rook c3 is also very interesting. And would you take here? And then play queen g5, queen f4, bishop e5. Looks tremendous.
Yeah, looks very good. Also queen g5 and h5 idea, if you want to play for a draw, but I think you can even achieve more.
You can definitely achieve more, yeah? Queen g5, queen e5, and bishop to e5.
So king h1, let's see. Let's see.
King h1, I'm thinking maybe bishop e5. No, this looks very scary for white.
Or
So minimum draw?
Minimum draw or bishop e5. Just imagine you are playing versus Magnus. What would you do?
I would first play queen g5 in 1 second and then think.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, to repeat once and then to think.
Also, after bishop e5, right away you go rook h1. Yeah, I can. If I want to repeat, I can still repeat. No.
Queen g5 and so on. Yeah, true. Maybe some f5 ideas, but I think this is too slow. Okay, queen g5 and queen.
He's repeating.
Oh no.
No, he's not. No.
No, but
maybe
then.
No, there's f5 is queen d7.
But then it didn't make sense to repeat because he had less time. So why to lose time for repeating? I don't know.
Queen d7, he wants rook c2.
Or rook c3. Well, in general, he wants rook c3. So he decided to play. Yeah, he's not afraid of...
With 35 seconds.
Yeah, with 35 seconds, he still decided to play.
Yeah.
Brave decision. And queen...
But this rook c2? And he wants queen g4. But there is check. There is check here. So if I play rook c2 right now, how do you stop queen g3 and queen h2 together? Probably, you know what Magnus wants? Magnus wants rook c2 and king f1. No, but then queen takes f3.
That's
scary. I don't see actually a defense right now. I think the best practical decision is to take queen takes f7.
Yeah, but then can you flag? There are still 19 seconds.
In 19 seconds, I'm not sure.
Queen e8 and now rook c7. Okay.
Yeah. So now it's all about bullet skill. Yeah.
So yeah, black is completely winning.
What do you think? I think this will end in a draw.
I think black will not lose.
Black will not lose, and most likely this will end in a draw. Nihal is exceptionally good in pre-moving. Exceptionally good. So
he's playing online every day, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, that's his main practice. Look at this rook e3. Look at this rook e3.
Amazing. Really amazing. So king g4.
We'll take rook.
So 7 seconds.
It's literally jaw-dropping the way Nihal is playing.
Oh.
Look at the speed, yeah. Look at the oh my goodness.
Oh, Magnus lost. So
Magnus lost.
Nihal is the first one to score and the first one to...
Nihal is the first one to score, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Congratulations to Nihal. And a very nice game. Very tactical one.
I was very impressed somewhere here, yeah. I think he spotted in this like in a millisecond.
Yeah, rook e3. Maybe we can show the line that if king takes, then there is bishop c5.
Yeah, rook e3. The point was okay, of course, take and then bishop c5, and we take on a7.
Yeah, but I was amazed even before when all these tactics were taken on d4, on c3, and on b2 started.
You mean somewhere around here, right?
Yeah, after bishop d7, d takes c3, not bishop d7, but taking the knight and then the pawn.
So one critical moment was here. Then also another nice moment was here when he took rook takes f3.
And then another nice moment of declining the draw.
Declining the draw against Magnus. And most importantly, somewhere here, I think he had like 17 seconds.
Yeah, then
And
mouse
let's finish it off without a blunder. Actually, there was no blunder at all.
Okay, Magnus blundered.
Anyways, now we have Vaishali, who is a very strong player. She's also Prag's sister.
Now Magnus has to.
This A3 line in Nimzo, Magnus played a number of times in Rapid and Blitz.
But I think he was used to play f3 on move 4, not after a3.
Yeah, that's one of the standard line. But Magnus also played a few rapid games starting with a3 and then getting into this position.
So this is the opening where White gets this really nice advantage in the center. And
yeah, something like some sort of kingside attack he plans.
Yeah, and Black is trying to play something like either with d5, opening the position, or some idea with the b6, bishop a6, knight a5, trying to exploit the weakness on c4.
Traditionally, something like this has been played number of times, aiming for this c4 pawn, and White would typically ignore that and go for some sort of kingside attack.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I missed some moves. Oh my god.
Don't miss the moves. It's important.
Yeah.
So, and g.
Sorry? Yeah.
Okay, we'll try to be more careful. So now, yeah, knight g3, knight h5 is coming, also queen d2. Maybe even some idea with h4, g5, just some direct attack. b5. Nice idea to try to find some counterplay. I think
trying to get some sort of benko.
But
so king h7.
Maybe it's already too late. Maybe not. King h7, if h4.
I'm very surprised with king g7 actually.
Yeah, king g7 is staying under knight h5 check, so maybe it's not that great.
And now king h7, yeah.
But Black lost the tempo.
But where is the break? I don't see a break. He'll take with the bishop, he'll play c4. And this knight here will permanently tie the queen on d8.
True.
If you try to change the bishop, okay, bishop d7 is not an option. Bishop a6, I think I can even play c4.
Yeah, and after bishop b5, we can take with the c4. So.
I'm thinking maybe some move like king f2, get the rook out. The knight alone is tying the queen. Yeah, this is some desperate try to get queen h4 check or knight f4.
It's already 2 pawns. Yeah, that's
too many pawns. Castles, like always possible, yeah. Or king f2, yeah. Take, maybe I can take here. Put the king on g3.
Yeah, too many pawns. Just too many.
Yeah. King g3, even h4, g5 is possible. There are just way too many options. Yeah. This game is not going well.
Yeah, now I think rook h to b1, and Magnus will try to pull this pawns.
Yeah.
h5, all the active moves. Okay, it's good to try. I mean,
of course,
better to do something rather than not doing anything. But the position is still bad, unfortunately. Maybe even h3.
I was thinking h3 in the previous move also, but h3 kind of maybe sometime some h4, queen f2. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, now Magnus is going for Black's king.
f6 is definitely good. h4, king h3. I think Magnus will not bother to calculate all the lines after king h4. Just king h3 is much safer. But he's thinking, so maybe he's about to take. And he took.
Wow.
That's surprising.
Yeah, like short Timman from Tilburg, yeah?
He wants to checkmate with the king, yeah.
Yeah. No, but now rook takes and this is mate, no? Queen f5 check is mate.
Queen f5.
Is there a trick somewhere or no? Resign.
Nice game by Magnus. This one
Very
was
nice.
fun.
Next, my last student actually, Sarah Khaden from Iran.
Yeah, Sarah will definitely start with d4. That's what
Yeah, she is a d4 player. Yeah,
she's a d4 player and she likes traditional chess.
she's very solid. Yeah,
she's very solid. But she's the member. She's a member of Team Polgar, not the member of Team Crown.
Yeah, she's a member of Team Polgar. That's true.
Something's wrong about it.
I don't see moves yet. Sarah played d4 and yeah, Magnus is yet to make his first move.
Magnus is thinking like which opening to choose.
Yeah.
Amazing. Small break. And Magnus is talking about something as far as I can see.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah,
3-0.
7-1 for Magnus.
Yeah, we scored 1 point at least. So Maria, according to Maria, we were still yet to score 1 more point, right?
Yeah. We can't do more, according to Maria. Why doesn't the game start?
The game started already, yeah?
Yeah, the game started, but...
Yeah, so bishop g5 is the standard theory. And,
it's kind of like a Benko, but without c4. So the idea is maybe similar, but not the same. And it's not the sacrifice of the pawn.
mm-hmm. So bishop g7 and maybe a4 at some point. White wants to play a4 and get the knight to c4. She doesn't want to play a4 immediately. Okay.
Maybe she wants to castle first, but I'm sure she will play a4.
She'll play a4. This is the main plan.
She will play a4. We can
now a4.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could bet all our money she would play a4.
Yes.
Okay, knight c4 and maybe even a5.
A5 I like, yeah. Probably you want to take first and then play a5. And then play against this pawn.
Yeah, and then some knight d4, rook c1. Oh,
she starts with knight d4 directly, which is also fine, but I'm a bit skeptical. Maybe Magnus will go a5 or not.
He can, or he can try to... Oh, what else can he try to do?
I like white's position.
Right now. Black cannot move the knight from b8. Okay, they can, but if the knight from b8 is moved, then white's knight is coming to c6, and that's unpleasant. So bishop a6. No, white's position is so pleasant.
A5? Why not?
Or rook c1, queen b3. I mean.
Yeah, actually now I don't need a5. That you're right. I can just play something like rook c1. Yeah, and this knight is tied down because of knight c6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Magnus wants to play knight.
Yeah,
knight d7 and he wants to get here. Very impressive decision, particularly in blitz. Yeah, to giving away this bishop, which is probably the best move and definitely practically the best choice. And now this knight is threatening everything. How do I stop? I have to take.
Queen e3.
But then I'm losing this pawn.
But now things are getting better for Magnus. I think his position quite improved.
Where to put the queen? Keeping it here will allow some tempo.
And knight b3 also.
There is also some sort of knight b3. Maybe queen a3 is not bad because after queen c3, yeah. So giving another tempo. But she wants a queen on e3, I guess.
I also guess that's what she wants. Will Magnus take on e4 or will he play? No, I don't think he will play rook b3. And I don't think he will take on a4, though it's possible. Yeah, he took on e4.
Yeah, go back knight c5, yeah. Yeah, by the way, Nihal Strainer just messaged me that there was no way he could reach, and Finally, Nihal saw the message, and yeah, he was simply not there.
Now he can turn on his camera and smile.
Yeah, now at least he can turn on his camera. But yeah, okay. I know Nihal. We know Nihal. So
Yeah, I think Nihal.
It's an innocent mistake.
After this win, he happily went to sleep, or maybe I'm not sure he will be able to fall asleep so quickly. I mean, after winning the world champion, is it so easy?
Knowing Nihal, I can tell you most likely he's playing some more bullets. That's what he does.
Ah,
Relaxing, yeah.
This is the relaxing way.
Yeah.
If you want to relax, just play a bit more.
Okay. I still like white's position. My pawn is coming to a6.
Yeah, that pawn is very dangerous. A5, a6.
And Sarah is ahead on time.
I think I would have, yeah, queen d4 or queen e3. I think it's better to keep the queens, but
This actually looks very good for white. Unpinned queen d3.
Then knight g4, knight g5.
Yeah, I wanted to move my bishop also. How do I do this?
How do I do this? I don't know. Rook c3.
Yeah, not bad actually.
Yeah, I think she also needs some kind of the loft like h3 sooner or later. Now queen a6, is it?
Like this. Here.
Okay, now queen a6 is a threat.
Queen a6 is a serious threat. Yeah. Somewhere knight d5 should happen, but I don't see it happening right now. It is happening, yeah. So bishop d5. What is the plan? Rook d4 or what?
I'm not
Rook
sure.
d5.
A7.
Because also there are all sorts of bishop f7 check. I don't see what is the trick actually.
The trick is to confuse your opponent.
This feels like white should be winning. Yeah, I was about to say maybe queen takes d4, take on c5 and move the bishop, but oh, rook b1.
Rook a1, queen a8.
No, maybe rook b1, no?
Just rook b1.
Oh, king g7. No, this is. Oh, she blundered. She blundered here.
Yeah, she blundered because the c pawn is a bit.
She blundered at this point. This feels. I mean, intuitively it feels they should be winning, but maybe I'm wrong. Do you see anything here? Maybe.
Okay, to take is one.
Take is not winning. Take is at least not winning. No, I don't see it. Anyway, the next game started. Yali Sokolsky, another student of mine, but in a different platform. In Pro-Chess Training, he is one of our student.
And the previous game, how did it end?
Previous game, she resigned here.
She resigned right after 25.
Yeah. So we have Yali Sokolsky from Israel.
E4. He didn't participate in my Volodar challenge, but maybe he will participate in the next Challengers tournament. We don't know yet.
So Magnus is thinking for e4, probably it will be another Nadov.
Maybe Magnus is explaining some ideas in his previous game.
Yeah.
Something that was.
It's also very impressive the way games are starting so quickly, just one after another, instant. There's no delay.
Yeah, very fast. I think we are going ahead of the schedule.
Taimanov or Paulsen?
But
Paulsen, yeah. Some sort of Morozevich.
Conversion made by Morozevich system.
Yeah. Castle, bishop b7. Okay.
So Magnus is building this hedgehog structure, yeah?
Yeah.
And we'll wait when he will try to break with d5 or with b5 later on, like in 20 moves.
Yeah, Black will typically get a setup like this. Usually they don't put the knight on c6 because you get rook c1 and knight d5.
That's right.
So we can expect, d6 and knight d7 happening pretty quickly, unless,
Well, after queen d3, that's actually possible to play knight c6, I think.
Yes, true. But even with the knight on d7, you keep all these options open, yeah, like knight coming to c5 or e5, targeting this queen. I don't like the queen on d3, to be honest.
Yeah, if you played queen d3, then you should have tried to play f4 and b4.
That's true. Now castle. Or do you think Magnus will go alpha 0?
He may try this. Yeah, h5, h4 is a
very typical plan in this position. Wow. So g4 even before white black castle, yeah.
Even before white thought about castling. Yeah, g4, g5.
Move the knight, maybe move the knight from maybe here or here, and then get back the knight to d7.
Yeah, that's a nice gray broken, and that's what
I mean, you don't want the knight on e8 typically. The knight is, I think, better on d7. Yeah.
I think white is a bit overdoing it because they are playing very actively, but this may work again because yeah, after you put the pawn on c4, then yeah, this idea with b5 is quite unpleasant because it's already opening some files.
Yeah.
And it's not so easy to play with white.
I think it's easier to play from black side. I would never be sure about the evaluation, but I think it's much more easier to play from black side.
Yeah, the pawn on e4 is
yeah, there is also e5, which could be very
yeah,
difficult.
e5, d5. You have to calculate everything.
And here you're like way too slow. The kingside attack is not happening. So now I think white's best bet is get king b2 and try to consolidate somehow. Bishop b4. I was thinking maybe b6 here. At least make sure the file is not getting opened.
Yeah, and also b6 is good because black cannot take knight b6. There is
yeah, black cannot take because then you lose the queen, and I'll take on e4. So b6, probably queen c6.
And then some of g1 or whatever.
So this time, once again, Magnus is ahead on time. Now I really like black's position. Bishop a3, mate in 1 is threatened.
Yeah, this doesn't look good for white.
When there is mate, king b2 is probably obligatory now.
King b2 played, but still.
Not looking good. Maybe queen on b2 or rook c1, one of this. This is a very bold decision, I must say.
Nice reaction.
Sorry?
A nice reaction was this knight c5, bishop c5, then queen takes c5.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, also knight c5 you could not take, yeah, like knight b3 was coming. And now after queen a5, how does it stop here? It probably cannot stop. Okay, this is over. How it is over?
Maybe just rook b8.
Maybe just rook c8 or rook b8.
To increase the pressure.
Yeah, rook b8.
And then some tactics. Oh, there are maybe some nice checkmate on the a file. Like to take on c3 and take on a4, or take on a4 immediately, something of this kind.
Yeah, at some point there will be some kind of tactics I'm trying to.
Let's see how Magnus will do it. Okay, he took on c2. He took on.
So now bishop c3. What is his point? This was not sure actually. Takes and I have king b2. Ah, there is queen a2 and queen takes b3.
Yeah, it's winning. Yeah, it's winning by the position, winning by.
I was actually thinking here maybe something like this was possible. And take.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make. That's what I wanted to make, the checkmate.
Yeah. No, but there was bishop c3. This was the problem. And then there was queen a2. But anyway, we got to this position right now. And yeah, Magnus won.
Nice. So it's what's the score? 9-1, yeah, 9-1 for Magnus.
Score is 8-1. No.
Score is not good for the challengers.
Yeah.
But they keep on challenging. So Polina Chavalo is the next one.
So now Polina.
You decided to flip the board to look at from
No,
the window side.
but that's what I was told to do. I was told to flip the board. Should I flip the board? Shouldn't we see from Magnus side or not?
Maybe you should see it from my side. Yeah, Magnus keeps on winning, so it's more pleasant to look at the position from the winning side, but we may try it different ways. And finally, e4. Finally, Magnus deviates from e4.
Can we get some Catalan, yeah? Classical Catalan. This queen c2.
Because
Sorry?
it's without d4. I think it's some kind of Ferretti because it's without d4. But if if white eventually goes for d4, then of course it's Catalan type of structure. Do you play Catalan with white?
Yeah, both sides actually.
You're an expert.
I'm not an expert, I just play.
So now white, knight e5 is one of the plans. Another one was to play something like b3, bishop b2.
Yeah. e4 and d4, yeah, most standard operations. So now basically it comes down to whether you are getting something like c5 quickly or not. If you don't get this, then the position gets a bit suffocating. Yeah, c5 directly. Expect maybe some sort of rook d1 or bishop e3.
Yeah, I think it was good to start with c5 first, because if black started with knight d7, then maybe rook d1, c5, d5.
True. Knight b d7, rook d1, c5, d5, but then difficult to handle.
Sometimes there are still ideas with c5, d5, even with pawn sacrifice, but maybe it doesn't work here.
Brilliant. Why not? Why not indeed? Yeah. But I was actually this is the trick. Basically, take. If you take, there's knight 8. No, what is the trick? Knight h4. I have queen d7. There is no knight g5. So e d5. What does he want?
Okay, rook d1 and d4.
The rook d1. Yeah. Queen d5 is on the board, and I'm a bit curious. What is the trick actually?
Maybe there was no trick.
There is no trick. The only way to attack is this, but then I come queen d7. Meanwhile, Srinath is messaging me saying, who doesn't play Catalan? Guys, to all the viewers, Srinath did a fantastic chessable course on Catalan. So if you're playing Catalan, that's your destination.
And if you're not playing Catalan, that's your way to
start Catalan.
That's
your way to start Catalan.
Maybe rook d1 now?
Yeah, you
Queen c8.
Queen c8, knight f5.
Yeah, because if you play queen c7, then bishop f4.
What else can I play actually? I have to put the queen on c8. And now definitely knight f5 is coming, without a doubt.
Then maybe rook e8.
Then it starts to get a little bit scary. I don't see how exactly, but let's say I take here. You have to take with the rook. I have some moves like queen f5, but you have knight c6. So how do I get something here?
Some sacrifice on
just to show the audience, like, okay, I was saying this, but this is not. Nothing is going on here.
Knight e7 played.
Knight e7 happened in the game. No, bishop h6 happened in the game.
Are you sure?
Oh, wait. Why do I have bishop h6? I see in the live board bishop h6, by the way. Yeah, bishop h6 happened in the game.
So take on b7, then
take on b7 wants queen c3, probably. But I still, no, then there's bishop f8. Huh?
Maybe he wants to take on h6 first.
Take on h6. Okay, I go king g7.
Knight f7, I wanted to try something.
No. Wait, this is the current position?
So did they play the line we were discussing, or no? But on the live board, you see there was bishop b7 followed by bishop h6.
On the live, I see different position. Actually, in live chess, I see a position. On the live chess, I see knight h6 check king h8. I think this was played. Yeah, this was played because moves are also getting updated. Yeah. I like black's position. I don't know what is the computer evaluation, but it feels like black should be able to consolidate with knight c6, knight d4.
Yeah, objectively it has to be good for black.
Knight a6. No, now I don't like any move.
Now it's really very difficult to play.
Yeah, the knight belonged on d4 without a doubt. Now we have this position.
Queen g4, then rook d7 is coming.
No, this feels wrong. Rook d8 check will happen at some point. Oh, this just got mated.
Queen g8.
Yeah.
But there was this moment when Polina could play knight c6, and I think this was.
Yeah, it was at this point I felt we felt knight c6 and get the knight on d4. It's not clear actually. Maybe queen f5 still.
Queen f5, knight d4, queen g5, king
h8, yeah, and then get the queen to g7.
Maybe some ideas with queen c3 and b4, but
yeah, knight c6 was a very good try. Next game is about to start. We have still 1 point.
Still 1 point. We are trying our best, yeah.
We are trying our best. So far, only Nihal could score, and Pragg had a fantastic position, but yeah, he lost on time.
Yeah, also Lei Tingjie, we shouldn't forget about her.
Lei Tingjie, Lei Tingjie was also winning, almost winning.
So, do you have the game? No, I don't have the moves.
The game has not started.
The game is about to start.
Knight f3, c5. Will it be e4? Yeah, okay, e4. Probably we are going to see an add-off.
I am looking at Magnus. He's so relaxed. He's just
he's very relaxed.
Talking, playing another game.
And let's not forget, he was commenting for like, I don't know how many hours on candidates.
Yeah, he was in the studio. Yeah, he was in the studio. Like,
yeah. Very safe choice and very positional choice. Probably takes and play queen d3. Or how do they? Yeah, I think takes and queen d3 is one of the options.
And then white is thinking if white is going for the short castle or for the long castle.
Depending on how black is playing.
Depending on how we feel also.
A long castle. It's and then probably take and get the knight, play queen c7 and get the knight to f6. That's how I remember this line. And then what black wants to get the knight on f6. Yeah, Magnus, true to his style. Queen c4 is such a nice move. But having said that, how is he going to deal this? The main issue in this position is this knight is far away from d5 square.
That's true. If the knight could jump to d5, white position would be maybe even.
Okay, I'm suspecting Magnus wants to play queen b3 next.
He's trying to regroup, yeah, queen b3 and then knight c4, knight g3. This is too slow because there is also some.
Here maybe bishop c4, by the way. It could immediately force black to go rook f8. It didn't happen.
Instead,
why did he play bishop c4?
So maybe some g3.
Here bishop c4, probably there was this move. And after queen c4, b5, some tactics, yeah.
But if queen f3,
maybe you could play queen f3. I was hoping to give some checks, but yeah, not sure.
I can take back.
Anyways, in the game we have queen d3, b5 controlling the c4 square. Magnus is thinking right now.
Play bishop g4. Okay, what white wants to do is to play the light square bishop for the knight and then to play the knight on d5. That's a dream.
And this knight has to go here, yeah.
Not so easy to do that. And also black managed to keep the knight.
F4 is very nice. It was not obvious like how this rook is coming to play. And the pattern of the position is changing.
Okay, now there are some ideas like after x5, bishop e5, and maybe
knight b3, yeah?
Yeah, knight bishop b3.
I'm thinking something like this. I'm thinking something like this.
Yeah, we were thinking like in the same direction.
But Magnus doesn't think like that. He is solid and centralizing his pieces.
Yeah, because we are thinking in that direction, this is the reason why we are.
Rook takes d4, yeah?
Rook d4 and then trying to push e5 at some moment. Looks
so b4, rook takes b4 is a trick that we should avoid. Maybe a5, a rook f8. What do you think? He'll go for endgame?
Take, then knight e4. The endgame is more pleasant for white. And easier to play, so that's a very logical choice.
Yeah, and we have bishop and we have pawns on both wings, so bishop is typically better in such scenario.
Yeah, then the plan may be to create a fast pawn or to try to create another weakness on b5, like what Magnus is doing.
I was hoping maybe he will simply take on a4.
I like f5 because with f5 the knight on a4 gets kind of an outpost. And g5.
G5, do you think it weakens the king a bit?
It doesn't weaken the king, but it weakens the pawns. So now Magnus is trying to trade and maybe to come closer with the king.
Maybe we can get a draw here if
we are lucky.
Enough, if we are lucky. But now rook b7 or rook d4 and king e2, the pawn is gone. Rook c5 I have.
e2?
e2 is rook e4. So how to play? And this takes, and then he wants e2. That's actually smart.
And g4 is also smart.
G4 is smarter. G4 is smarter.
G4 is important. Okay, now he takes.
But this king e2, yeah. Now it is lost. He'll play h3.
Yeah, then just rook d4 or d3.
Now he'll just start playing slowly.
c3. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, this is funny.
No, we are losing badly.
We are losing very badly. We have just scored only 1 point so far.
So far, we are 21 or 22?
We have 22 games, I think. So all the players and both of us.
And also Divis and.
Yeah. So 24 maybe.
No, I think we are 22. So many only 1 point so far, but we are still fighting. So Volodar?
Volodar, yeah.
Yeah, Volodar, go! All support, all our support is with you.
It would be hilarious if end of the day we are scoring only 2 points. Maria will tell you, I told you.
It would be hilarious if we score under 2.
No, we have to score. Nihal won. So for those who joined now, Nihal defeated Magnus. We were very close by Lei Tingjie and also
and also Sarah had a nice game.
Sarah was also very close. Yeah, Sarah played a very good game too.
Yeah, Sarah, Prague, and Lei Tingjie, they had a really nice try, but unfortunately they lost in the end. So
wait, did Volodar play d3 first move? That's quite interesting.
Did he do that?
Yeah, he started with d3. We got a reverse modern.
So
We should see from Magnus' point of view, maybe.
yeah, we
This one.
see also the reverse colors, and yeah, it's interesting because it's Magnus who can play the first artificial moves like d3, e3, yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's Volodar who started with d3. Let's see how he will do.
From castle, an attack. Or bishop f7.
I think Magnus will play g5 soon.
Yeah. No, black got complete central control. Now I'm not sure if he will go for long castle or he'll simply start developing. Because b5 doesn't, it's not scary. You get your knight to e6 if you want to.
Yeah.
I would actually go short castle.
Short
Why
castle
not?
is very safe. e4, now we can think about taking on e4 at some moment, just maybe not now because...
e4, yeah, because it happens because the king is on e1. So now if you play b5 and I'm coming with a check.
Yeah, we have seen a similar idea, yeah, with Nihal.
Yeah.
But if white takes on d4?
Yeah, white takes on d4, then I think takes here, yeah? b5, this happened actually already. This is on... Wait, no, that's not on the board.
It takes before happened.
Sorry, cb4, knight takes b4, and short castle happened.
In my opinion, it's not that clear.
How do you play knights? Knight d4? Sorry.
Knight d4.
Knight d4 is bishop e5, I thought.
And black is a pawn up, and if white doesn't do anything, then maybe c5 is the next move. So maybe some ideas with e5, sacrificing one more pawn, but trying to activate the pieces.
Is it possible to play this and play maybe some rook b1? I cannot play. There's queen d4, so on. So knight it cannot take.
So maybe to try with e5, yeah.
e5 is correct, yeah. If e5, I expect.
Then
and
knight g5.
Knight g5, yeah.
And
bishop d5.
this I don't know.
Would you play h6 or castle? Sorry. Castle.
White has a nice control now over the light squares, but black is 2 pawns up, and I think this is really important. a5.
Yeah. I didn't like much bishop on a3. Maybe h6 now, just to take care of this. Bishop d5 centralizing.
And bishop d5, then maybe c5 at some moment. Or maybe we keep the pawn on c7 in order to meet knight d6. So c takes d6.
Yeah.
By the way, another pawn is hanging on a4, but nobody cares. So knight c6 and rook e8.
You want rook a8? Yeah, why not? Is there a threat? There's no threat. Yeah, saves the bishop. And I like this setup when bishop is here. It kind of takes care of all the squares that knight can jump.
Magnus wants to double on the f file.
Why not?
Indeed.
Queen e8, yeah. Or bishop e6. I don't know. Queen e8.
I also thought about bishop e6 and then regrouping with them. e5. Maybe even some sacrifice with rook f3. It was also possible to play rook f3 on the previous move.
True. But now rook f2, there was bishop g2.
Yeah. So
look at the time difference, yeah?
Just rook f5, just take it.
Yeah, take rook f5, queen f5. Should do.
Yeah, only 11 seconds for Volodar.
Yeah, remarkably fast. Now f2 is falling.
Oh yeah, bad news.
Not looking good. Not looking good. No. Rook takes
Still
f2.
only 1 point. Well, that just proves how strong Magnus is. What to do?
Yeah, absolutely. And let's not forget, these kids are actually exceptionally strong too. It's not like Magnus is playing some, some beginners.
Yeah, they are the best juniors.
The best juniors we have.
Another win for Magnus.
Yeah, this is
Olga Bedelka will be the next one.
Yeah. E4, probably another C5, another knight off.
Maybe something different. Maybe some Alakhin.
Alakhin with knight G8. No, he won't do that.
No.
He's playing. Oh my. Oh wow. Seriously?
I think this is what you should not do versus Magnus.
Seriously?
I mean, if it's not a mouse slip, then it's not what you should play.
Oh, but she's smiling. I see in the stream she's smiling. So this was.
So this was intentional, yeah.
This was intentional. This was not a mouse slip. Magnus is laughing.
Oh yeah, everyone is laughing.
So now we play Kramnik chess. Now knight f3. Yeah. Now we play Kramnik chess.
No, she's insisting. she's insisting, but no. Well, I'm not sure that this is what you should do, because you got a chance to play versus Magnus. So just play, just try to do your best. If you lose, you lose, but maybe you don't lose. So I mean, why to make such moves just for fun? I
guess everybody has their own philosophy. I mean, in my case, yeah, obviously, if I'm playing someone as strong as Magnus, my philosophy would be I would like to get a proper game where I can learn the maximum.
Yeah.
But yeah, people have their own interpretation and understanding. So very important that white cannot castle. Also equally important, black cannot castle. For those who joined the stream just now, the reason they cannot castle is because they started with king e2, king e7. So it was a Bong Cloud opening, which I got to know very recently that it is called Bong Cloud.
The opening that was played with Magnus many times.
Sorry?
This is what Magnus tried many times.
Yeah.
But
also Hikaru, I think, a number of times they played.
True.
So okay, play queen d2 maybe.
So maybe to try something like king f7 or k8, king g8.
Yeah, what to do with this king? So probably it's time to go h4, h5, king f1. Because we cannot castle, yeah.
h4.
At least the rook kind of gets activated. h4 I like. King d7. Wow.
How much do you like king d7? The king d7, king c8. It's a nice idea. Then king b8. I thought Magnus was going to play queen e7 followed by rook d8.
I'm pretty sure he's just having fun here.
Yeah, because his rook on the a8 is already on the open file, so he wanted to put his king on the safe place.
This king e7 and king to b8 reminds me one of Ding's game, yeah, and I think it was Rapid Valley. In Berlin, he kind of plays king f7 and he gets his king to b8.
Yeah, this h4, h5, h6, it kind of didn't work, so let's try with e4, yeah?
But now this rook is fixed, so I have to play b3 in order to kind of get my rook on. Oh, wow, b4. Not bad. Not bad. But if I take, if I take now, takes is e4. So do I take with the pawn or do I allow black to play e4?
I don't know what will happen, but it doesn't look good.
c3. No, c3 is knight b4. Cannot play c3. Cannot move the rook because this is hanging. But here knight b4.
Yeah, now
how do I play? d4 I have to play probably. But once I play d4, there is f4 e3. I mean, I move the knight and then f4 e3. Everything will happen. At least play c4. Don't allow f4 e3. c4 is e3.
It's anyway.
It's anyway, yeah.
Even after bishop c4, it's still e3 is fine.
But e3, maybe I can still move the rook. Sorry, move the queen.
Queen c6 was played. Yeah, queen c6 is also good. Just queen d5 and then.
Yeah, there's no chance.
Didn't work.
Did not work.
So don't do it in your own games. Don't play e4 followed by king e2. Just don't do it. You
Yeah.
see, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
Now b5.
E3 and queen f3. Yeah.
Queen f2, rook e3.
Yeah, he will just get into endgame. Oh, this is probably no more endgame.
No, he will get into the middle game with 100 pawns up.
Rook a2.
Okay,
I lost the count, but it's 3 pawns up. This is resigned. Next game is going to be very interesting. Vincent Keymer, student of Peter Leko, very solid player and also very good blitz player. This is going to be interesting as well.
A very, very positional player.
Yeah.
And he had many nice games on the in the Volodar challenge, yeah?
Yes, yes.
I think he shared, no, he didn't share a second because he lost the last game to my student, to Christopher Yu. But if he won, like had he won that game, he would have finished like on clear second place, but he lost. And in the end, he was 5th, I guess.
Yeah, also I think he was completely winning against, who was it, Nihal probably? Yeah, Nihal, I think he was completely winning and then, yeah, didn't go well. But very solid, excellent opening preparation, very good position and understanding. So let's see how it goes.
Vincent, go!
Oh, this will be Nimzo, maybe? He's a Nimzo player, Vincent. That's his main repertoire.
The question if Magnus will play knight c3 or not.
It is knight c3. And will he play a3? Again a3. So the Semish system, probably. That's what it's called. I think so. I'm not very good with opening names. So we got similar position once again.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe it's exactly the same one. Yeah, I think it was also played. Or no?
No, this is how it was played. By the way, if you guys want to prepare this system, you have to wait a little bit. I am making a course from Black side, which on
I think something happened to Ganguly's screen. I can still follow it, but I can't follow the games. And I don't know if the moves were made or not. I'm still watching the position. Okay.
It was my internet connection that.
Okay, you're back. Glad to have you back.
I'm back.
So you were trying to introduce the course, but I think instead of d6, what did you propose? d5?
That should be a secret right now, but what I proposed here is completely, sidestepping the entire theory and yeah, something completely new direction.
Okay. Okay, viewers, watch out. Watch out the course when it's released. Just take it and you will know all the secrets of the Nimzo. And as it's one of the most popular openings, it's quite useful to know the ideas and the setups. And so, yeah, watch.
Yeah, so that's how I could tell instantly, how many games Magnus played on A3 because I was spending lots of time on this line. And yeah. I like Black's setup. Black is kind of provoking d5, and he'll probably get his knight here. And Vincent has lots of time advantage.
It's also possible to try on c5 and then later on to regroup the knight from g3 to d5. I think Magnus had the game versus Vaishali so in this pawn structure. So yeah, so he went for it again, yeah, and so maybe then bishop 2, knight 1, knight 3, knight 5.
He'll play bishop e2, and this is coming. This is coming very quickly. But Black is not obliged to take once the knight knight comes to d5. But also, okay, what to do? We should particularly pay attention to this pawn, which was kind of controlling a very important square. This is an interesting setup, also, I feel.
Yeah,
it stops knight d5. Beautiful play so far by Vincent, but this king c7 allows knight d5 with check.
Yeah, so maybe king c7, but he goes king b7. Now he's still attacking.
This is very nice. This is very nice because now again the pawn is attacked.
Oh, this is a very nice game by Vincent, I would say.
I mean, as of now, it looks like he's outplaying.
Rook d8.
Rook d8, and then okay, if knight comes to, I thought maybe the other rook though.
Oh, but now no, I think it was better with that rook because it's protecting the a6.
The h6 pawn, yeah, you're right. And now it's just bishop takes c4, no?
Yeah.
This could be our second point. This could be our second point. Our best bet right now.
Yeah, I mean here there are a lot of hopes on this game because look at the time. Yeah, he has he has 1 minute and a half versus 45 seconds for Magnus.
Yes. But now he is spending some time.
Bishop e6, knight c4, okay.
Okay, a5, a4 or b5.
I like a5, a4.
Yeah.
So, but Magnus doesn't like it, so he played a4 himself.
Look at this bishop. It barely has any square.
And also it's stopping the rook.
Important thing, it is stopping the rook, yeah. Oh, I was thinking bishop d7, bishop c6 to get here. I like the bishop on c6 because it kind of attacks both the pawns. Knight c4. At some point, maybe b5.
Yeah, b5 and then a4. Yeah.
And king b6. f6 also is good. Okay, minimum draw, but I think this Vincent should win. Oh wow! really like the way Vincent is playing here.
Oh, what a game! Rook f8.
It's just positionally outplaying actually.
Bishop d7.
Now, because the knight h3, knight f4 was also an option. Okay,
and Magnus has only 12 seconds.
Knight h3, knight f4. Excellent game.
Rook g3, knight g5.
And finally,
yeah, Magnus started pre-moving. It's the only chance.
Yeah. It's getting impossible to comment now.
Yeah, it's just some random move.
Draw.
I think it was.
No, this cannot be a repetition.
Maybe Magnus.
It was some sort of repetition. Yeah. Wait a second. How is this a draw? So a4 happened.
A4 happened.
So this is the first time the position came. This position first time, second time, and third time. Oh. That's pity.
I think, yeah, it was a very lucky draw for Magnus, but what a game from Vincent.
So impressive. So impressive. I mean,
he was so close. He was so close to beat Magnus. And he completely outplayed him.
Yeah, and if you show this game, to some student or to some player and say this is a classical game from black side, it looks like almost like a classical game.
Surya, I propose that both of us show this game to our students because we are the coaches. So I think it would be nice to show it, and because it's very instructional and very nice one.
Yeah, very instructive, and it's really pity that here this repetition happened. It's interesting. Oh, the next game started. So
yeah, the next game has started. Yeah, it was
your student, right? This is your student.
No, he's not my student.
No, it's not your student.
No, Carissa is my student, but Vincent is not mine.
Yeah, I was talking about Carissa. Yeah. 1.5 points.
Okay, another d3 line. But now Magnus, in the previous game, he tried with c4. Now he tries with c3. Yeah, another setup. So 1.5, but we were close to make it to 2.
Yeah, this was so close. This was so close.
So close. Yeah.
Yeah, white will play d4 at some point, get the knight to g3. I expect rook e1 or a4. Yeah, rook e1.
I think okay, Rook1, Knight F1, Knight G3, H3.
Knight F1, Knight G3.
And then slowly trying to play.
Also, there is A4. Knight F1, yeah. Being very standard. D4, Knight G3, or A4? What would be your pick?
A4. Before Magnus played, I had to say something very quickly, I think. But he's taking
A4, brilliant.
Wow, good guess, good guess. So bishop d7. Usually versus d3, black tries to avoid playing bishop d7.
This move, would you have played bishop g5, bishop h4? It would not have occurred to me naturally.
Usually they don't do it with the knight on f1, but as the knight is going to e3, it was fine. And b4, I like b4.
Yeah, taking space, yeah?
Yeah, before then maybe.
Also, you want bishop b3 at some point, maybe. I don't know.
So now Magnus doesn't hurry with d4. He's trying to improve the position of the pieces, trying to get more space for his
what to do with this knight? This knight is kind of blocking b7 bishop. Yeah, so but even the e7 square is not ideal for this knight because again it is getting controlled.
Yeah, it's restricted by the pawn on e4.
Yeah, so essentially this knight is a huge problem in the position.
There is the plan of going, there was a plan of going knight d8, knight e6. That's what I saw in many of the games.
Yes, I was also expecting something like that.
But that was not what happened in the game. So knight h5, heading for knight f4. Will d4 come eventually?
It's possible. Possible. Black desperately wants to get this knight in a better place. Because currently, okay, this knight on f4 looks good, but what is it doing?
d5, that's quite
d4? Can I play d4?
Maybe we take on f4 and then take on d5 and then d4.
Oh, as well. Actually, you want to take and just simply start
doing something.
h3, yeah? Such a bold move.
h3, but he wants to go knight g4.
Yeah. No, h3 is a very bold move. I mean, your opponent breaks in the center and your ice cool, yeah, ice cool.
You have to be really careful with knight g4. Yeah, maybe now. Okay, knight g4 was played immediately, but it was also possible to take on b5 and then to take control over the a file, and maybe sometimes a takes b5, a takes b5, rook a7, some ideas like that.
Yeah, but how do I stop this?
I don't know. I told you knight g4 was coming.
What am I supposed to do with this now? I'm also scared of d4 at
and d5.
Yeah. D takes is e5, and after d into e4, okay, I take on e5. This is hanging. The f4 knight is hanging. I almost don't see a move right now. So knight e5. This is hanging.
Okay, there are too many pins.
If I want, I can also take bishop f7 first. This doesn't look. I think this is lost. This is lost.
Yeah.
Again, we don't have engines, so we cannot be completely sure. But here, I think we can safely say, black can resign.
So after h3, it was actually a very crucial point. I don't know what black had to do, but black had to think what to do in case white plays knight g4 on the next move.
Yeah. So this d5 h3 move definitely reminds me of the same thing between Spassky Karpov in Candidates, where Spassky in Caro-Kann goes d5 and Karpov plays a6, protecting the.
I remember.
So it is something like this. At d5, he is threatening on center, and Magnus says, "You know what? Let me play h3, creating a square."
So maybe it was necessary to take on e4, and some idea was queen d3. Did it work?
Sorry, when? At what point?
Like if we take on e4 now.
Oh, sorry. The game, another game, I think started.
Okay, another game has started, so let's focus on it.
Oh, it has not apparently. So maybe I can quickly get to what you were saying. Yeah. So what at this point, d into e4.
I don't know. I was just thinking about some d8 e4, d8 e4, and then knight d3 or queen d3, because the pawn on e4.
Maybe queen d3 even.
Maybe even knight d3.
You're not scared of you want to take bishop e4. That's the point. But yeah.
Let's see if I have another game.
Very interesting.
Or the
Scandinavian.
Let's watch it.
Scandinavian. Patriot. With queen on 6. Has anyone other than can anyone challenge in number of games to Tiviakov, like in Scandinavian? The amount of number of games Tiviakov played in Scandinavian is like insurmountable.
Yeah, and especially the system with queen on d6, yeah?
With queen on d6, yeah. So many games he has played, yeah.
True. He's a specialist.
H3 is a bit I haven't seen the move H3 that often, because usually bishop g4 white is not scared of.
Yeah, this is a bit too slow. I think now black has a normal setup and the position is about equal.
Yeah, okay, it's rook d1, knight e5. Maybe rook d1 she'll play. Queen c7, I guess. Knight e5. Put the knight on e5. Don't think.
Put the knight on e5. Just
put the knight on e5. Yeah. Just make some move. Knight e5 here. Okay, take. Can I take? And play g4 or something? I don't know. We'll see.
Does it
Knight
work?
e5 was on the board. I have no idea. But Magnus did not allow that. Magnus played rook a d8.
And now some bishop f4 is a dangerous.
Bishop f4 is getting. I'm getting optimistic again.
Again?
Can I take?
I think life has told us that we shouldn't be optimistic.
Can I take and play g4 or not? Tell me.
So if bishop g6, then you take on g5, yeah?
Yeah, I really wanted to take that. I really wanted to take and play g4, but that did not happen in the game. In the game, it was bishop d3.
Maybe there was knight d5, or maybe there was knight d5.
Yeah, we'll get there. Currently, this is the position.
Yes, currently this
now
is.
Now I'm not that optimistic anymore.
Oh, not optimistic anymore. Now there is a trick. If bishop a3, we have rook a1, but Magnus will not fall into it.
Magnus will not take bishop a3. I can bet any amount on this.
Pity, we were expecting bishop a3, but no.
At least knight f7, g4. This is over optimistic.
Okay, now the knight in c3 is protected, so there is no this idea anymore. But so bishop d6, just something safe.
Bishop g6, yeah.
Or d8, or. Oh, we guessed the move. We guessed the move. So what's the plan for white? Not so clear.
Rook d2, I thought it allows some sort of tactics, no?
Okay, we take on e4 and then we move the queen somewhere, so it's not.
No, you also rook into e4. You also rook into e4. Probably.
You wanted to trick, but you tricked yourself.
Yeah.
Queen d8. So now Magnus is trying some idea with knight d5 and then bishop g5 or bishop f6. No, Magnus is trying.
Bishop d6. Changing this bishop so that he can put more pressure on the d4 pawn.
Okay, now he can take on d3 and take on e5 after that.
Sorry?
Now
take on d3, yeah?
Take on e5 after that. Or he can still wait.
To take on d3, maybe I'll start with bishop f6.
True.
So the position is not bad, but also timing is not so bad actually.
Yeah, time is very good, but not so much to say. Okay, it's only 10.
This I'm not so convinced. Yeah, maybe a knight d5. She wants knight d4, knight d6.
Yeah, it's not so bad, I think.
Knight
Even
d4, yeah. Knight d6. Oh no, no, no. Let's not. Okay.
now you're
B
optimistic again. Queen e2.
Queen, yeah, Queen e2. Why not?
Some hope.
White is not.
Maybe
White is not having a bad position. G3, I like King G2. Very solid.
I also had some kind of plan like Queen d2 followed by Rook e4. Nice e4 and Queen e3.
Very nice. Very nice.
Would you take with a pawn?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, she was pausing.
So now knight d6, d4, king f2, rook c1, or even
Ivan,
rook f1.
bring the maybe start with d4.
Yes,
Rook f4.
start with d4.
Start with d4 and then aim for this one. Actually, white is e4. I'm not sure. Okay, still not bad because this knight has no square. If you look at this knight cannot go anywhere. Watch out for f6.
King e3, take, knight c4. Okay, there is some hope, but Gunnar has to play very quickly.
Now it is all about pre-moves.
Yeah, it's about pre-moves. Yeah, just play something. b5. Magnus wants to win.
Yeah, it's all about pre-moves now. At some point, even a3 could be very annoying.
Oh no, Magnus is better in pre-move.
Yeah. Now we have no chance.
Yeah, nice try by Gunnar, but unfortunately she lost in the end.
This was very close. What were we saying somewhere here? Yeah. So we wanted the next game. No, I meant this knight into f7. Yeah.
Yeah, take.
Sorry.
Yeah, Gunnar lost.
Yeah, white lost. Yeah, white lost.
So do you have time to check the
I don't know. Yeah, well, we can quickly check because I can see the live board as well. So we were saying here, not at this point, knight f7, king f7, and g4. Not very sure. Looked attractive at least. There is bishop e4. Okay, but at least, I mean, if nothing else, we can take here. But I also feel there is some moves like g5. It was definitely interesting.
Yeah, very nice try. Very nice. There was also some bishop. No, there was no bishop.
Next game started.
Oh, my student.
Also my student, but in a different platform. In Prochess training, he is also one of my students.
Okay, so our student is playing. Our
student is playing. Let's root for Christopher.
Rooting for Christopher and dragon on the board.
Yugoslav. Queen e2. Oh.
Did you teach him that?
I must say my knowledge ends right here after Queen e2. Like right here.
Like right at this point, yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
He's playing the way people play versus neither. Yeah, this idea was bishop's parallel. But I don't think that is what you should do versus dragon.
So the one good thing about having the queen on e2 is, okay, it creates some pin. The second thing that comes in mind is with the queen on d2, you know, in future when you get some knight e5, knight c4, my queen is slightly better placed. Other than these two, okay, it blocks my bishop, so I have to justify that.
And you lost the tempo.
I lost the tempo. Okay, I can play h4 and kind of say this is not exactly loss of tempo, but still, how do I justify this setup?
This is the way you do. You play queen b5. Usually, you should go for an end game in the Sicilian, but to justify queen e2, you play queen b5.
Yeah.
Okay, black has no problems. I think black is already better.
He needs e5. desperately. Yeah. But once you get e5, then things could change.
But you will not get it.
You will not get it. Yeah, that's the problem. You'll play g5 and knight h5.
Especially when you're playing versus Magnus, you will not get it.
You'll not get e5. There's no chance. Maybe you'll play knight f5. Or
yeah, but then
we
all
don't.
nice.
Hey, can I play? Can I go really crazy and play something like?
I thought you would say that, and you were just saying.
But I don't know. Like even if I get rook takes e7, king d8, I'm not seeing anything immediately. He goes for it.
But there is some bishop d4 and knight f5 in the end. Like knight g3, it takes d6, then bishop d4.
So okay, we can try to make some moves here. Knight g3, it's pretty sure he will go here. Check and king d8 and nothing happens. Yeah, by the way, that's on the board. We have e takes d6. I think bishop d4 is a nice move. Yeah, you just eliminate this knight.
Okay, when you're a piece up, you should try to trade the pieces. This is one idea, and another idea is to put the knight on f5 after that. That's why I suggest.
Oh, but also, yeah, what bothers me is after bishop d4, if I take, I cannot take back the bishop because there is fork.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, if I leave this bishop, this will be a monster.
Yes, you have to take.
And bishop d4 on the board.
8 takes d3. But this is just a piece up.
Yeah, this is just a piece up. So if I have to take.
Okay, if you play immediately, still rook f5.
Yeah, still knight f5. Yeah, rook d3 happened. No, but this is just piece down.
How many points do you have, or shouldn't we speak about that?
No. We said we will definitely score more than 2 points. Let's be optimistic.
Let's be optimistic. Chad, do you believe in us?
Yeah.
Do you still believe we can do it?
Yeah. And I really hope we achieve this 2 points before we go out playing him. So we must get the targeted point before that.
So that we don't feel any pressure, yeah?
Yeah, then we don't have any pressure. But you said you have prepared against Magnus.
Yeah, I have been preparing the whole day. I was so surprised when I got that message in the morning. Like, Magnus has agreed to play versus us, not only versus the challengers, but also versus some of the coaches. And I was very glad about it.
It's a very nice by him, definitely.
Yeah, it's my first time I will have a game versus Magnus, and I think it's also the first time I will play versus the reigning world champion, because once I played versus Karpov in the simul, and that's it. That's all my experience versus the world champions. You have more, I think. Okay, at least you have played many Blitz games versus Anand.
Yeah, that's for sure. And Magnus, I have played 3 times. I played once in World Rapid, and, once when he was 13 years old in Dubai Open, and the last one.
How did you do that one? I think there is some hope.
No. There is a funny story which I have already shared in some places, but yeah, it's always good to revisit this. So I'm playing this 13-year-old kid, and he beats me very badly in Promposky, and I'm very upset. I mean, come on, how can I lose with a 13 or 14-year-old kid like this? Then our Indian trainer Vladimirov comes and says, "Surya, don't worry, you have lost to a future world champion. Take my word." But okay, after you lose a game, you don't want to hear such things. But okay, I said, yeah, fine. 2 days later, Vladimirov is playing Magnus, and Magnus beats him in like 20 moves. I go to Vladimirov and say, don't worry, you have lost to a future world champion.
And you were both right. Oh, but this c pawn is fine. No, there is a nice trick with knight f5.
Knight f7 is one time, yeah. So yeah, and last one I played was in this FIDE Grand Swiss in Isle of Man. So that was classical.
So it's 3-0, yeah? Not a good experience.
Sorry?
Not the best experience, yeah?
No, well, I lost in Dubai. I lost in Isle of Man, but in World Rapid, I missed mate in 3, and the game ended in a draw.
Oh, look what's happening. They're playing on 1 second.
Yeah, and Magnus won.
Magnus won, but that was very intense. That was actually... There was a chance in the end. like a chance for flag and not a chance to to have a good position. It was lost.
But even if you flag somewhere here, you just get half a point. Yeah, like. By the way, how did he play C8 knight, Christopher? So he doesn't have his auto promotion on, yeah? Because imagine you are playing in seconds and you have this auto promotion queen. It can get really nasty because you don't know how to promote knight then. And you have to go to settings and change, but that is kind of impossible to do.
Yeah, especially like when you have to change the settings in all the platforms you are playing.
Yeah.
But I have never played on this platform, so I don't know what the settings are here.
Well, we are taking class in this platform. I have not played in this this platform yet.
Yeah, I think all the coaches have classes in this platform. Oh, D3 by Magnus now.
Who played D3 against Volodar?
Volodar, yeah, and then he opted for some Pirk structure with white pieces.
Do you think it will be bishop d2 queen c1 or not? Or just normal king's Indian? Normal king's Indian, okay.
And maybe after e4, we'll see some kind of Sicilian. Okay, one.
Oh, right now 16.5 versus 1.5 does not look good at all. Can we erase that 6 somehow so that it becomes 1.5, 1.5?
That looks horrible for us, but we keep on fighting. A4.
Yeah, put the knight on c4. I expect knight c4 or c3, I don't know. Maybe he's thinking e5. No, e5. No, e5. Bad move.
Why?
I'm kind of skeptical, like, okay, take. I take on a8, you go bishop g4. I don't know. It kind of gets scary.
Then f3 or bishop f3. I think like after e5, okay, if you play d takes e5, knight e5, bishop e7, then you take on c6 and take on e7.
Sorry, e5 takes. What do you want? Take.
No, I'm just saying that if bishop e7, then we take on c6 and then we take on e7.
Aye.
So,
by the way, I just said bad move and that's on the board. So
yeah, the bad moves.
No, I saw this line and I was skeptical after something like queen d7, maybe not on c6 because I want to avoid this. I was a bit skeptical here, but yeah, I think Magnus says, I have no idea what Magnus wants after queen d7.
I was also thinking about f3 instead of bishop f3.
Here f3, yeah?
Yeah, like in case rook a8.
But then bishop h5, I thought, like.
Bishop e4.
Yeah.
Okay, we may lose the pawn, but we don't get under this unpleasant queen.
Looks scary.
So queen b7, then white has to play either rook e3 or queen g2.
Can you please tell me why did he play queen d7 and why not queen b7? I have zero explanation on this.
Let's ask Magnus. But there, after queen d7, don't we have knight e5, your idea?
Yeah, but I'm like totally speechless. Why not queen b7? Because I'm simply attacking and I'm kind of forcing these two moves. If you play king g2, it comes under pin. If you play rook e3, I have bishop h6.
Yeah, that's quite surprising.
It's very surprising. The only explanation I have is he was probably thinking about queen c6 and knight e5 and missed queen d7.
So anyway, yeah, knight e5 was on the board. Okay, now it's winning for white.
Yeah, this I'm shocked actually. This has to be some sort of hallucination.
Because the position after queen b7 is like.
I just don't know. Like when I said e5, I didn't see. I was scared of this position. Maybe king g2, yeah. Maybe this is what he wanted.
And then h3.
And then h3. Maybe this is the point. This is the point. Okay, we have currently this position. Yeah, first chase the bishop and then chase the knight somehow.
Yeah, you have to be careful with some queen h5 ideas, but after queen h5 there is f3 or there is h4. So
how do I play here? Like, because f3 there is knight e5. So do I defend this pawn or do I attack? Or should I play something like queen e4? Queen e4 here, yeah.
Queen e4 we can also take on d3, but then white trades the queens.
Very solid.
Okay, yeah, given the pawn, but now we want to open a file on which we'll trade the rooks. So quite an easy play for white. Yeah, Magnus knows.
By the way, I don't see Abdusattorov playing. Oh, and Anna, I have a news for you. You are next.
No. Oh, yes, I am.
Yes,
I
you are
am
next.
next.
You are next.
Okay, so quickly, tips. How should I play versus Magnus?
Play for win.
What should I
Play for win and play fast.
play for win, play fast, play good, don't blunder, play solid?
No, blunder is okay. Just play fast.
Blunder is okay, but
Blunder is okay, but play fast. I'll root for you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Oh, okay, I'm getting ready. I think
If you flag Magnus, a grand dinner from my side. You have to flag him.
I can, what can I do? Yeah, I can mute myself and I can also like, yeah. Yeah, I can also like put the speakers on 0. But by the way, things have turned. Things have turned. And Lian is winning now.
He's going to flag.
This is our point. This is our no pressure. No pressure for me. We did that. We did that. Okay, I'll mute myself now, and I will also put the speakers for 0 because I think yeah, I should stop commentating and start working.
Yeah, good luck. All the best.
Okay. See you there. I'll be back.
Yeah, somewhere here. Yeah, Magnus blundered. Yeah, there was this fork coming. So we have the first coach playing. So all the viewers, what do you think? Anna will maybe beat Magnus. We'll see that. It's difficult to predict what. Yeah, Anna is doing a little bit of stretching before the game. Good. I'm expecting some sort of e4. So far, the results: Nihal defeated Magnus, and also Evander Liang won. In fact, won on time, and as well as final position also was better for him. And we had a draw in Vincent game, which is very impressive. All right, the games have started now. E4, E5, it will be some sort of Rai Lopez, I guess. Magnus played a lot of Rai Lopez so far. He played D3 in most of the games. Once again, we see D3. And we were just discussing this kind of position. So bishop C2 or rook E1 and then knight D2. One of the games we saw, Magnus went for knight F1 and bishop G5. We'll see how it goes here. Maybe he's thinking for D4. I would expect either D4 or knight F1, but no, H3 happens. Good thing is Anna is playing fast. This is very important. So knight F1. So in one of the games we saw that was bishop G5, bishop H4. That did not. That is not possible anymore. D5. Anna is a very active player. I mean, active as in she's very dynamic. And if there is a chance to activate her position, she will not shy away. A4, there is also a good move, bishop E3. But A4, yeah, I'm expecting maybe some bishop B7 and just bishop E3. So this pawn is indirectly defended, like whenever white will take ed5, we take, and the pawn is getting defended here. Knight g3. I think Anna is still doing okay. How to put the pieces here? Do I put my queen on d7? But also, having said that, I think white's moves are easier here. Like bishop, I'll play bishop e3, I'll play queen e2, or even a5, yeah. And now bishop a4 is coming. There's pin. I don't like the move b4 particularly because it allows bishop a4 not only the pin but the pawn on e5 kind of gets becomes a target. Knight e4 is of course an practical decision. You would like to get the defending knight out, which was not doing anything. So like compare d4, this position where this knight is not doing anything, and this one where we got rid of the knight which was not doing much, and the other knight which was kind of keeping a target. So queen d1, and now Magnus is thinking bishop d1. I believe rook d1 he did not want to play because of b3. So bishop d1. And now again, this pawn is doing a very good job. It is taking away the square, and bishop a4 is threatened. So now he is taking time. He is probably calculating if he can play bishop a4. But I believe he'll end of the day he'll take bc3. So black's main problem here is what to do with this knight. Where to put this? Bishop e2 fixing the target on a6. I would think bishop f8 maybe to activate the other bishop. But I'll not get a chance to come here because white will play bishop e3 and take away the square. And this bishop is fixing my rook. Knight e7. The problem with the c6 knight is, okay, first of all, it was getting controlled by this pawn. And now, if you look at this knight, it is getting controlled by this pawn. So the knight has not made huge progress here. I'm expecting bishop a3 or bishop e3. Okay, bishop e3 happened. Anna had a different motive. She wanted a knight on d6. That's a smart thing to do. You activate your... so she took care of the knight, but still the bishop is not doing so great. So now let's play bishop f8. That will keep some sort of a threat of bishop c5 if need be. Now I don't want to play bishop c5 because rook d2 does not come with a tempo. f5, as I said, Anna is very active player. If she gets a chance to create some dynamism in the position, she will go for it. c6 is a hard to explain c6. But yeah, when you have 30 seconds, you're playing Magnus, you just want to make some move, and she's doing that pretty nicely. She's just playing fast. Now I don't like the position as such because after rook d7, my king is like really weak, and bishop c7 happens after king h8. Bishop c7, because bishop g7 there is take, and it takes back here. And now rook takes g7 at least, if nothing else. Yeah, rook g7, and you just take here. And watch out for this bishop. Yeah, it is still fixing the rook. Here I don't see any chance. Here I absolutely don't see any chance. I think, yeah, Anna will probably resign here. Next would be my turn. So let Anna join. I think she has to share the screen. And then...
okay, I'm back.
Right.
I tried to regroup some of the pieces, but I was outplayed.
Yeah, I guess I have to get there now. So I'll mute this one.
Okay, so now it's my turn. Yeah, we are switching. I'll share my screen.
So yeah, I'll probably what should I do? I should mute myself, and I should also mute you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, just speakers for 0, or that's what I did. I don't know. Maybe you have some better option.
All right. So I'll start playing. I'll mute myself.
I should. Yes, but I am still viewing. But I think Surya forgot to. No. Okay. Okay. Is it fine now? Okay. Okay, I'm here. I'm here after my own game. I didn't have so many chances in the previous game. But let's see, maybe Ganguly will do better. So now I have supported Surya. I hope Surya was supporting me when I played, and now I'm supporting him. And Magnus went for this, hippo setup, yeah. And Surya is playing very solid. He played a4, which stops b5. Now he plays h3, which stops knight g4. I said he was playing very solid, but now he went for a very active g4 move, which is quite a good move to play. The idea for white maybe to go with then to develop with bishop e2. I thought that instead of d5, Surya wanted to go bishop g2, knight e2, knight g3, but that was perhaps that could be met with e5, d5, and knight d4. That's a typical idea in all the King's Indian structures. So d5 on the board, knight b4, now a5, because if white didn't go a5, then black could play a5 and regroup the knight versus like with the knight a6, knight c5. But after a5, black has ideas with c6 or e6, and e6 was on the board. Now rook a4. Oh, look at this. Look at this. The knight is almost trapped, but there is c5. So d takes c6, knight c6, bishop g2. What about the pawn on a5? Or is there e5? Yeah. I have noted that Surya is very good in finding some tricks. So now he's trying to trick Magnus, e takes d6. I think this was a good trick. Maybe it was not necessary to take on e5, because I believe this pawn structure is already good for black. So maybe some options like h5 was possible. If g5, then knight d7, even was sacrificing on d6, because was development, white is so much behind in development. But okay, let's see what happened on the board. Knight a5, e5, knight e8, e takes d6, bishop d7, rook b4, and b5 on the board. Okay, we have to be very careful with this rook on b4. And where is it going to be played? To be honest, I don't like Surya's position so much. Maybe he had to go, oh no, but if he goes back, then he would have allowed knight c4. So he wanted to keep the rook on the fourth rank to prevent knight c4. But on the other hand, now the rook on b4 is in some troubles. And this is not what Magnus was blundering, but this is what Magnus wanted to achieve, because this bishop is really very strong in this position. Bishop a8 played anyway, because if you don't play bishop a8, then you don't have any compensation. Your king is tucked in the center. And knight c6 or knight c4 was coming, or even bishop c6. So bishop a8, queen a8, and f3, knight c4. And now in return, white sacrificed the exchange. What would have happened if white didn't do that? For example, if we go with the bishop somewhere to c1, then maybe a5 was coming, or queen a7, or queen c6, or just taking this pawn was also quite unpleasant. So rook c4, b takes c4, but now black has a two-pair bishop advantage. And yeah, the king is still in the center. So bishop g5, threatening bishop e7, f5. Look what you have to do. When there is the king on the center, you have to open your rook and open the files. Bishop e7, rook f7. F takes g4 is the threat, rook h2, so that the rook is not under this diagonal, and that the rook is trying to get into the play. Rook h2, very creative move, I like it. Queen b8 played, pawn. This pawn is the problem, also bishop e5, and this pawn is the problem. This is like a strong pawn, like the pawn on d6 is really very good. It's also putting these two pieces will have to be like very passive. Oh, another idea is just to take, and this rook is hanging. So what did Surya do? Knight e2, but what about rook e7? Okay, if rook e7 we take, queen h2 and queen d7. That's why queen b2 was played. Queen d2, f takes, h takes, rook f3. Oh, it's 2 pawns down. Rook f2, rook f2, but I think it's bad news for Surya. Maybe just queen a1. Knight d1 would be the only move. Also, rook c3 is possible now. If knight c3, then bishop c3. Or am I missing anything? No, bishop c3 immediately. What to say? It doesn't look good for white. Basically, it's just lost. Unfortunately, now just queen d5. I also thought about the idea with e5, but then I give this pawn. So why to give this pawn if you can just guard 2 of the pawns? And queen d5 is very safe, offering the queen's trade and also attacking that pawn. Queen f4. Oh, but queen f4. Wait, how to protect? Oh. I think Magnus missed that one. h6, but now this queen f7. Oh, I think Magnus missed it. Oh my God, what a save. What a save by Surya. Look, if knight g7, then bishop f8, or no, bishop f6, because if we play bishop f8, then there is queen e5 check. So after knight g7, there was, but Surya plays for a win now. Surya tries to take this. What a trick! What a trick! Okay, now it's a draw again. Or Surya wants to win on time. I think Surya wants to win on time, and Surya wants to win by the position. Let's see the pre-moving skills of Surya. Check. Who is faster? No, I think no. Look what has just happened. Oh my God, Surya. What has just happened? This trick was queen f4 when I saw it. I mean, I felt like queen d5. I don't know why I didn't want to play it, but for some reason I didn't want to play it. And then when you played queen f4, I was like, oh my God, how to stop queen f8? There is no way to stop queen f8. So many nice tricks, and you lost just by 1 second.
No, I'm so bad at pre-moving. I'm so bad.
You are definitely 100 times better than I am, but what a nice game by you. Okay, in the beginning it was not so nice, but in the end it was brilliant. Brilliant play, really brilliant. No,
yeah,
nice.
I was so lost. Yeah.
Look at that. And here you didn't want to repeat. Here you had an opportunity to continue queen f8.
I cannot repeat. I mean, even if I would have 3 seconds, I cannot repeat in such positions.
Yeah, but you found another trick, because if there was no trick, you would have repeated, but there was another trick and you continued to play. And please pay attention, even though white is 2 or how many? Yeah, 2 pawns down, but this pawn on d6 is very strong and it's compensating everything. So now d7, this pawn is 1 move away from promoting. I think there must be perpetual somewhere, or there is no perpetual.
I think queen d4, yeah, queen e4. At some point, he did not give queen d4 check here. Yeah.
Queen d4, if, king c1, then queen a1. This is the way to keep on.
By the way, Anna, game started, so I think we have to.
So now, Arthur.
Arthur, our last hope, guys.
Arthur, I think he's playing together with Davis, or at least there were some jokes about it, like they might play some hand and brain, because Arthur Kogan and Davis, they were doing commentary on Spanish. Maybe some of you were following it. If not, now you can follow their game. I don't know. I think Arthur is playing on his own, because it would be too much to play hand and brain versus Magnus.
No, I know what I have to do after today's session. I definitely need some coaching from Nihal. So Nihal, if you're watching this, you have to teach me how to make pre-moves, how to do these things, because I was actually ahead on time when this started, but somehow Magnus was 10 times faster than me.
Okay, yeah, he's really very fast. You can see that when it comes, like when he's under 20 seconds, he moves incredibly quickly.
Yeah.
But
really different level.
But he also has so much of experience that it would. It's not a surprise he's playing so quickly, right? Oops! Wait, Am I
see in the chat, Srinath is saying Nihal is playing Among Us, which is some kind of a video game.
Okay. So we have to. Actually, we both should write to Nihal, yeah.
Yeah, we should. We have to take coaching from Nihal on how to, because you saw, yeah, how fast he was playing when he had like 18 seconds. Really good.
Very good. My heart was breaking when I saw like you both having 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and then when you had 1 and he had 2, I was like, no, that's maybe game over. And what's happening in the game? Oh, Arthur is playing very solid. The knight on c7 is not the best piece in this position, but if we move the knight from c3 and if we don't control the b5 square with the bishop, then the knight can move to b5. So we have to be very careful with that.
White should typically aim for, I don't know, e5 at some point, yeah, like control and on the right moment strike.
Yeah, but now you can't play e5 because after d takes e6, knight e6.
I went to white side.
E5 from white side. Sorry, I didn't say. Yeah, true. E5 from white side is one of the plans, but then you have to be sure like how you're going to guard the d5 and a4, a5. That's nice.
I like
a4. Maybe some plan. What can black do? Some plan with f5 looks scary. Sometimes it works, but you have to be very careful with that. And Magnus went for bishop a6. The idea is that if we trade the bishop, then the knight, this knight on c7, at least it's placed on b4, which is kind of a better square. And also after we trade the bishop, then we have the idea with c4.
Yeah.
So we can't take with the queen. If we take with the rook, okay, after c4, we can just play
knight a6. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe knight a6, knight b4.
Yeah, because if b4, we know that Magnus can take. We know that. Yeah. We have learned something today. And then take the pawn on a4. But as you said that after d4 knight, after c4 knight d4, if we take.
Yeah.
Unclear.
We have knight a6, queen d2 on the board.
Yeah, he played knight a6, queen d2, and Magnus.
Knight a8, very interesting move because you want to attack on b3 and you want this other knight on c7, which kind of controls this b5 square.
This pawn, I think it was blundered.
This was blundered, yeah, because I don't see there is enough. Oh, maybe not, yeah, maybe.
No, I think it was blundered.
No, knight e4 or e6, yeah, go. Come on, Arthur.
Go!
Yeah, throw everything at him. Let's try.
Yeah, but e5. No, I mean, if black plays this, then we take, and then we get this square for this knight. So, but e5 stops all this counter. And no, still Arthur is trying a rook e4, and then rook h4.
At some point, I thought just rook e4 and knight
h4. What about rook h4 sacrifice now? It's too much, yeah? It's too much. It's not the checkmate yet.
But Arthur has got some practical chances. What is knight h4?
Because rook d2, knight f5 is a check, but unfortunately
now there is no chance.
Yeah, now there is no chance. And also 7 seconds versus 21.
But Maria, if you are listening, you are wrong. We are that
listening. Maria,
we scored 2.5, so you are categorically wrong.
Yes, we did it. We scored 2.5. I mean, me and you didn't have much, but our team scored 2.5.
Yeah, the coaches, we will not get to the coaches' score. That is not very important.
Yeah. But we had a chance to play, yeah?
We had a chance to play, and it was very nice of Magnus that he agreed to play.
Yeah, I think we should thank Magnus for, we should really thank Magnus for doing that. Because in my opinion, we shouldn't really think too much about the result. And yeah, let's all thank Magnus. Let's congratulate him on this win. Because, you know, in my opinion, the young generation has been really facing difficult times during this pandemic period. And the vicissitudes they currently have is trying to play at least somewhere. And this nice gesture from the world champion who keeps inspiring, who offered this opportunity to play versus him was really very, very nice. So thank you, Magnus. Thank you for doing that. Thank you also for commentating the games on your own channel. I think some of our viewers were also following it there. And let's hope it was not the last one. Maybe we'll get a chance to play once more, and we will try to prepare better.
Yeah. But by the way, just to update, like we scored 2.5 points, and this was scored by Nihal, Vincent, who drew, and Evander Liang, who won. So that's our score.
Yeah, that's. We will not speak about people who lost. Yeah, we will skip that.
Yeah, we'll skip that part. We'll just highlight these 3 games.
Yeah, really, congratulations to those who scored, and also I think we should thank to all our viewers who stayed with us, who believed we could score.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's also important.
Yeah, thanks for being with us. I particularly liked Nihal's game, and also Vincent's game. I thought was at very high level. He outplayed. It was very good. Also, one must not forget about Sara and Lei Tingjie. Played Prague, of course. Yeah, Prague
and
was having...
Surya Ganguly, he tried very hard in the very end. So let's congratulate him on that. If he had only 1 second more, things could be really different, no?
Yeah, but I was completely losing, so it's not like I played a good game. I got lucky when he blundered, and then I was close to winning. But yeah.
No, we skipped the beginning. I mentioned that we are speaking about the end. Okay, I think that with this we are slowly ending this stream. Thank you all.
Thanks, audience, for for being patient with us, and I guess I was making lots of wrong arrows, and thanks for being patient. And yeah, see you soon again.
Yeah, thank you everyone. See you next time. Follow Challengers Tour, follow Magnus Tour, which will start in 4 or 5 days, and where Praggnanandhaa will participate as the winner of the first Challengers tournament, which is also called Bulgar's Challenge. So see you very soon. Have a nice evening if it's still the evening, or have a nice day if you're somewhere in America. So all the best to you. See you soon. Take care.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.